time where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.
Hey, thanks for joining me once again on CRJ Reviews. Today we're going to review the Purge Stormtrooper. Now this figure is a GameStop exclusive, I believe, and I believe you're supposed to buy him with the Jedi Fallen Order game. However, this was sitting out there on the counter ready to be purchased, and so I grabbed them. So even though GameStop prices are a little bit higher than other places, I believe this is an exclusive figure, and it's the only place you're going to get them. So let's take a look. Alright, so the Purge Troopers, these are handpicked from the Stormtrooper legions for their aptitude and loyalty. Purge Troopers accompany Inquisitors on especially dangerous missions. These troopers receive additional training to make them a cohesive unit, formidable against any Jedi threat. So I guess this guy shows up in the game, which is why he's a GameStop exclusive, and it's supposed to be ordered for the I guess the bundle, or pre-ordered for the bundle in order to receive them. So we can go over some of his accessories at first. You can take a look. His accessories are basically the standard Stormtrooper weapons. We've gotten this a billion times before. So I don't know if this is the Stormtrooper or the Clone Trooper rifle, but we've gotten both of them. So that's that. Minimal paint on there, only on that little scope thing. He also comes with the Stormtrooper rifle. Again, we've gotten this a billion times before. There's nothing new here, and there's no paint on here whatsoever. Maybe I might put a little bit of paint on here and make it look nicer, but not very exciting in terms of accessories. He does come with a pauldron, which some of the Stormtroopers have in the past. His is got the red color on the side. So let's take a closer look at this figure. Alright, so this figure is mostly in black, red, and I guess that's like an off-white color, and some silver. Not a lot of paint, not that he needs it. I am a sucker for these nice black figures. It's got a nice shine to it because of the plastic. This is what his helmet looks like. This helmet looks familiar. I can't remember exactly which Stormtrooper in the past has had them, but I feel like I've seen it before. But it's nicely sculpted. Again, doesn't require a lot of paint, and there's not a lot on here. He does come with this pauldron, which kind of hinders articulation a little bit, but you know, it's nice to have. You can always take it off if you don't like it. He's got the Empire insignia on both shoulders, including this one that the pauldron covers. He's got some nice, I don't know what this signifies, these little stripes here. I don't know if that's a rank or whatnot, but he's got it on his thigh as well. He's got the cloth goods, just like some of the Commander Troopers. He also has this extra little weird piece on his belt. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. I don't know if it's supposed to sneak underneath these little boots here. I don't know what it really signifies. But he has this belt. Really, that's it. There's some paint here, thermal detonator here. So, but why don't we go over articulation? I did not heat this guy up beforehand, but you can see he's got good range of motion. He can tilt back this much. He's on a ball peg with a hinge. He can look forward that much. He can turn his head side to side. He's got minimal attitude, but it wiggles there. His head doesn't really go back and forth, so it's put on there nicely. He's got these shoulder pauldrons, which may inhibit articulation a little bit, but he can do a full 360. And you have to be careful. Let's see. Not sure which way this is supposed to go, whether it's supposed to go under or above, but right now it is totally limited in terms of articulation right here. I can't seem to get it above or under, and if you force it, you're going to bend it. I think I bent it a little bit already trying to force it, so that kind of sucks that the articulation's not very good because of this piece here, and it looks like it's probably glued up top. I don't know if they use like the old Stormtrooper body, and that's probably the problem because you're very limited in your range of motion. So that sucks. He's got double jointed elbows, but again, these elbows are going to be limited by this elbow piece here. Some of the other clone troopers have had this fix where this is more narrow, and I'm probably going to end up having to saw that down a little bit. Maybe that would help, but looking at that, it just impedes the articulation. So you can only get about 90 degrees when some of the other ones you can get really good articulation with. But since they've been making more Stormtroopers recently, the articulation has gone back to this thick piece, including Commander Obi-Wan. So they should have used some of the other clone trooper arms and fix that problem. I know Rex has excellent articulation. They should have used, basically used his whole outfit, or his whole body armor and body, because his was a good mold. In any case, the wrists on the left hand go back and forth, while, let me just make sure that you can see that. They go back and forth, while the right hand goes up and down, like that. He has a diaphragm joint, and he can tilt that much to the right, that much to his left. He can bend only slightly forward and that much back, so pretty good back, little forward. Hip articulation sucks in general, just as most clone troopers do. He can only kick back that far back, and then he can kick forward about this much until the armor hinders his articulation, and then in order to get it higher, which you can, you have to twist the leg to the side a bit, so his feet are going to end up turning that way. If you want to make it look straighter, you'd have to twist his foot a little bit, I guess, but even that looks off, so you're not going to get a perfectly 90-degree angle there. He's able to do the splits only this much. He's got double jointed knees. Again, the armor's hindering how far he can go back. So maybe a little greater than 90. And he's got a forward pin for rocker. If it can go back forward this much and back this much, and it can rock. So I'm happy to have this figure. He looks cool. But you have to pay GameStop prices in order to get him. So I hope this review helps, and I hope if you're looking for him, you can get him too. All right, thanks.